Now take your face to the new Big Bird Theater at Sesame Place. You'll see Big Bird and your other friends, too.
Now we're reaching to the sky. You can take my face to Sesame Place.
Sesame Place, Langhorne, Pennsylvania. Eagle Snacks introduces Russet Valley brand potato chips. The chips that cook up dark and delicious with a real baked potato taste. Now all the other chips pale by comparison.
Joe Piscopo, Dom DeLuise joined Merv today.
But I would call it electricity.
Look, Clover, I really don't need the play-by-play. Why don't you just go bother somebody else?
Personally, I find it very exciting to see a man face his ex-wife after all these years, don't you?
Hey, Becky, how about I'd rather leave while I'm in love?
Oh, yeah, well, I haven't done that one in a long time, but I think maybe we remember it. Fellas, we'll give it a go.
Well, I'll be. You know, during rehearsal, somebody asked for that same song, and she swore she would never sing it.
Why not?
Well, it reminded her of somebody she used to be in love with. It was their song.
How do you expect me to memorize this garbage?
It's just a guideline. You're right, man, David. Put it in your own words.
Yeah, sure. I never knew a moment of real peace in the United States. In my new home, I will live in peace in a country where all men are treated equally. Sounds like a pre-recorded message. In fact, why don't you read this? I'll just lip sync.
Oh. I really enjoy your sense of humor sometimes, David.
You think a trained reporter isn't going to know a puppet act when he sees one?
I'm sure you can be very convincing, if you want to.
Yeah, believe me, folks, I'm going to a glorious life of leisure behind the sunny Iron Curtain. Tell you what, you're not going to get so much as a good evening out of me until I know that Jenny is safe.
Oh, really, David? You have so little trust. She's fine.
Prove it.
Your music will live long after all of us are gone.
Change the subject, comrade.
Would it help you to know that when you conduct your interview, your loving wife will be standing right by your side?
Jenny, she's here?
Vicky? Vicky, it's me. It's Jenny.
Jenny! It's Jenny!
Come on, folks, the fire's in.
Darling, we've been so worried about you. Are you all right?
No. No, I'm not all right.
Where are you?
I'm in Vienna, Vicky. I really need your help. I didn't know what else to do.
Are you with David now?
You know what happened to David?
Jenny! Jenny, are you there?
I don't know. They're in some kind of trouble. I can't talk to you right now. Just please, I need to see you.
We'll be there, darling. We'll be there. Clint, me, and the U.S. cavalry if necessary.
Just get a room at the Soccer Hotel. I'll contact you. All right, please. I really need you. I love you.
Is there any place that I can get in touch with you?
No, just please hurry. Will you please? Please just...
Jenny in trouble?
Yes. Excuse me, Mr. Cannon. Can I use the phone?
Oh, sure. I tell you, I gotta cancel this little shindig pronto. She needs our help with enough fast. Folks, I want to have your attention, please. We had a slight crisis in my family. No need for anybody to worry, but I'm going to have to end the party, and, but I'll make it up to you all, and I'm sorry, but thank you so much for coming.
Did everybody hear me shout out her name?
I'm afraid so, sweetie.
Oh, so stupid of me. I was just so shocked.
Where is she?
Is Jenny okay?
I can't say anything right now, Rafe.
Is there some sort of problem with Brad?
I know you're concerned, but it's personal, and she'd like Clint and Vicky to handle it. Hey, don't worry, Jenny's gonna be all right.
Is there anything I can do to help?
No, but thanks. It's in good hands. Excuse me.
Was it really Jenny?
Yeah, play it down, though. Ace doesn't want anyone else involved.
Vicky looks worried. Something could be wrong.
Yeah, well, whatever it is, it's between Jenny and the Buchanans.
Maybe I should go talk to Vicky.
No, look, the best thing, we'll find out eventually what it is. The best thing we can do right now to respect Ace's request, we'll go over to Elmo's and we'll watch Becky Lee's act, okay?
I don't know what happened. She just suddenly had to hang up the telephone. All I know is that she's in some sort of terrible trouble. We have to help her.
We'll make our plans as soon as Lisa's got the place cleared out.
Vicky.
What?
What did Jenny say about David?
Cassie. Easy, the place is still full of guests.
Just tell me, is he still alive?
As far as I can tell, yes.
Well, where did she call from?
Vienna, honey, she was very, very, very upset, as if she was in some sort of terrible trouble. She couldn't talk, but the only thing that was clear is that she desperately needs help. You'll see your wife when the time comes.
I want to see her now.
Well, she's much too far away.
That doesn't make any sense.
It will to the press. You see, David, when your lovely wife appears by your side, it won't really be your wife. Just a fairly reasonable facsimile. Yes. I've been studying her for quite some time now. I've got her makeup, her dress, her hair.
You don't really think that you're going to get away with
My
that?
dear David, when will you grow up? Darling, look at you. You're gorgeous. You really must look your best for the press.
You don't sound a thing like her.
I disagree, but then it doesn't matter. I'm going to be strictly in the background, gazing at you with moonstruck eyes.
You gaze all you want, lady. But if you expect a performance out of me, forget it. You're not getting it.
Have you talked some sense into our reluctant defector?
You talk to him. I've about reached the end of my patience.
This is the moment that we have been building for. You will smile for the photographer. You will follow your prepared text, and you will stand proudly in front of your surrogate wife and do whatever is required of you.
Do I also salivate when the bell rings? I'm not Pavlov's dog. I'm a man in love with his wife, his real wife. And until I know that she's safe, you can carry on this whole idiotic charade without me.
And the only way that you will ever see your precious Jenny again is if you do exactly as you're told. Or if you want to destroy this little press conference, fine, go ahead. The price is Jenny's life.
I'm warning you, Dirk.
Oh, haven't you got that a little bit backwards? It is I who is warning you. It was I who admitted this reporter, regardless. And I think you better make a quick decision. Does Jenny live or die?
Oh, don't be silly, Dirk. David wouldn't do anything to jeopardize my life. Hello, darling. I think you can show in the reporters. We're quite ready for them now.
I'd rather leave while I'm in love, while I still believe the meaning of the word. I'll take my dreams and just pretend that you and I were never meant to end. Too many times I've seen the rose die on the vine. When somebody's heart gets broken, usually it's mine. I don't want to take the chance of being hurt again. And you and I can't say goodbye. So if you wake and find me gone,
fantasy. I still believe it's best to leave while I'm in love. Too many times I've seen the rose die on the vine. When somebody's heart gets broken, usually it's mine. I don't want to take the chance of being hurt again. And you and I can't say goodbye.
So how was Ace's party?
Well, I'll tell you later.
Well, it must have been fun with everybody there.
Shh. I need my fantasy. I still believe it's best to leave while I'm in love. I'd rather leave while I'm in love.
With all of you friends, my old friends from Landview, God. Listen, we're just going to take a little break now, but sit tight. We'll be back in a little while, and we'll do a second set. Thank you.
I heard that you were in town. I'm so glad that you could come here, Richard.
Well, you look great.
Oh, you look terrific yourself. Hi, Tina. How are you? Hello.
So would you like to join us?
I'd love to. Yeah.
Here.
Thank you.
You know, it really knocked me out hearing you sing that song again.
Oh, I know. It feels like yesterday, doesn't it?
You know, while I was watching you, I could remember you talking about wanting to hit the big time and me trying to talk you out of it. I just want you to know if there's any crow left on the menu,
It's just ancient history. It doesn't matter. Listen, you haven't exactly been sitting still yourself. I heard all about the splash you made in Paris, becoming a top-notch journalist. It's wonderful. It sounds like everything that you wanted.
Well, almost.
Well, Becky, how's your husband? Oh, Jesse, he's just fine. So's Drew. And Tina, I've been keeping up with some of your goings-on. Been reading the National Intruder. Oh, Becky Lee, you don't really believe all that stuff, do you?
Well, nobody does. Look, I'd love to hear about your music and Memphis and what you've been doing.
Oh, that would take all day and all night. It is really terrific to see you. I got to tell you the truth. When I heard that you were in town, I was a little nervous.
Well, why?
Well, I guess I just wasn't sure how you'd react. But when I saw you from the stage, I knew it'd be okay. Thought maybe we'd even manage to be friends again.
Well, isn't that funny, Becky Lee? Because Richard and I are really getting to be close friends. You know, he even stayed with me when I was at Lanford. Of course, I don't have Lanford anymore, but Richard and I just keep getting closer and closer.
Did you hear the reaction of that crowd? I mean, look at how many people are in here. I mean, any bigger, we could have got Landview Arena.
I know. Did you tell you at the gate?
The biggest hall that we ever had, and we're even going to have enough money for the hospital after I pay Miss Becky Lee Abbott.
Speaking of which, I got her John Hancock on the receipt, so as soon as you fork over the $10,000, it's yours.
This is the screwiest way I've ever heard of paying an artist.
Why? You always go through an agent, don't you?
Yeah, I go through an agent. I give them a check. I don't give cash to Clover Wilde.
Well, it was part of our agreement.
It's still weird, Clover. I think I'm going to ask her about it.
No, don't you dare. Listen, I've told you, Becky Lee does not like discussing money now. She always has an on-the-scene representative at every single gig. And it is my job to make sure you don't go bothering her about it, okay? So you give me the cash, let me deal with the details. Otherwise, she might not play Elmo's again.
Okay. You just stay put. I'll go get the cash.
Honey, all I know is this. She's in Vienna, she needs help, and she asked us to come right away.
What about David?
I don't know, honey. She couldn't talk very much. She sounded terrified, as if someone were breathing down her neck.
One thing we can be sure of is that she's still alive.
If he wasn't with her, then where is he?
I don't know, but I think that if something had happened to him, she would have told me.
Maybe she doesn't know what's happened to him. Maybe he's being held captive somewhere. Maybe he's dead.
Cassie, we have no idea yet what happened.
Clint is right, sweetheart. Don't panic.
We know that they're in danger, right?
And we're going to help.
How? Do you know how big Vienna is? I mean, you don't even know where she's staying.
Sweetheart, she asked us to go to the Sacher Hotel. She said that she would find a way to meet us there.
Thank you so much for coming, and thanks for understanding.
Thank you, Asa.
Thank you.
Good take care.
Good night.
Nobody wants to leave.
They're worried.
Yeah, maybe they're just nosy.
No, a lot of those people knew Jenny and Brad. I mean, when they suddenly got married, it raised a lot of eyebrows. So naturally, they're curious.
Do me a favor, honey. You run along, too?
Asa, I can't leave. I want to help.
Connie, the best thing for you is to go home. Leave it to me, Clint and Vicky.
I'm involved. Look, I know that David left Lambview alive.
Where did you hear such a thing?
I know everything. I was secretly seeing Brad when he came back to Lambview. I also know that he's heading for Vienna right now. And if he's heading for a war zone, I really have to know about this. And I can't leave until I find this out.
You know, Mr. Rinaldi, as an American, it's pretty hard for me to swallow what you're saying.
Precisely why the maestro has wanted to see an American as for the first interview. He wanted someone who was tough, probing and skeptical, and would also...
If you don't mind, sir,
Yeah.
I was directing my comment to Mr. Rinaldi.
What he says is true. I know that people in the United States will have a difficult time accepting my decision. But it's really very simple. I found a better way of life.
Why didn't you defect months ago, instead of hiding out with your wife in Austria?
I wasn't sure what kind of reception I'd get in my new country. Once we made contact, they made it clear to me in no uncertain terms.
I
that
think what my husband means is that it was a very difficult time for us, wasn't it, darling? We felt like neither side wanted us. We were people without a country until Dirk came along, and thanks to his kindness and understanding, well, we look forward to a bright, wonderful new future together.
In a totalitarian regime? Mr. Rinaldi?
I've given you my statement.
It was my understanding you'd answer questions.
The type of regime is relative. What really counts is the society and the people, and
That's pretty vague.
well, I didn't have much freedom in the United States. I mean, the NSB was always hounding me. I never knew a moment's peace. And at least now, somehow, Jenny and I stand a chance.
Somehow?
We look forward to our life together. That's really all I have to say.
What about your family back home? Your daughter, Cassie. Don't you ever want to see her again?
As you can see, this is not easy for us. Neither of us was prepared to answer personal questions right now.
I just wanted to ask Mr. Rinaldi how...
What I wanted to remind you of was that you being the only reporter here is a privilege that we granted you.
I appreciate that. But isn't this just the prelude to a much larger media event?
Oh, the maestro is giving a final concert, the farewell to the West. And, of course, any additional question you want to ask, you can ask them.
I just want a simple statement. I want to know how it feels to gain a worldwide reputation as an American artist, and then turn your back not only on your country, but your family, your friends,
Please,
everyone...
haven't we answered enough of your questions? My husband is tired. We've both been under a great deal of strain. He needs time to rest and to prepare for his concert. He has nothing further to say at this time.
No. You include that in your article?
But really, Master, I want to...
Mr. Rinaldi is world news right now. Everything he says is important. Go ahead, sir.
I want to let my daughter, Cassie, know that I love her very much, and that I always will, and that I ask her to remember me and think about not where I'm going, but the places that we've been together. And specifically, I want her to remember that wonderful summer that we spent together at Lake Landview.
No more questions.
I just have one item I'd like to clarify, if I may.
Please.
That's enough. You have your story. Please.
Okay. Thank you all very much. By tomorrow morning, the whole world will know the truth about what happened with our American conductor. But the big question still remains. Why? I'll send in the photographer when you folks are ready. Good luck.
We'll wait for you. We'll send you the messages when you're ready. You damn fool. You came perilously close to destroying everything.
Something wrong with telling my daughter I love her?
Your stupid sentimentality.
Look, I don't expect Cassie to understand my defection, but I can't bear the thought of her hating me for the rest of my life.
Such considerations won't trouble you much longer. In a short time, we're leaving her for good. But I warn you, you'd better handle yourself more capably at the farewell concert. Or it won't be just the West that we're saying goodbye. It'll be your wife as well.
All right, Dirk. I think David understands his position. Shall we get ready for the photographers?
What's that for?
His photographs will be shown throughout the West, including Landview. The less seen of your wife's face, the better. Shall we cozy up?
Forget it. I'm through being your automaton.
Far from it, my friend. I'm admitting the photographer now. And you might see our hero stays on the line.
Don't worry, Dirk. He will. If he knows what's good for him.
He told me everything, Asa. The phony wedding, his life as Bud Van Dyke, all of it.
What in the hell's the matter with that boy?
He had no choice. I recognized him.
Who else did he tell?
No one. I've been helping keep his cover a secret. We were engaged at one time, remember?
Wait a minute. Married man, I hear you're seeing one.
That was Brad. So you see, I've been involved in this from the very start. So please tell me about that phone call.
I don't know anything about it except it's trouble. You want to be of some use around here? Help me send these folks home. And we'll talk later.
Okay.
Where the hell you been?
Well, I took a wild shot and I called Vienna. Called the airport, thought maybe I'd catch up with Brad, but his plane doesn't come in for a couple hours.
Have you seen Pamela around?
Yeah, she took the Carltons home so they wouldn't have to hang around here and wait for a cab.
Good thinking. You know, these people don't shovel off. I'm serious, Woody. I just may take my whip and just tickle them with it.
Cassie, you seem so upset. Can I take you home?
No, I'm going to stay a little bit longer. I'm fine, really. Thank you.
That call was from Jenny Vernon, wasn't it?
I can't really talk about it right now.
You've been so concerned about Jenny and her husband, Brad. Are they all right? Is there any trouble?
It's family business, really. I'm sorry.
But you're not related to the Vernons, are you?
Well, they're like family. Look, Craig, I have to stay here and talk to the Buchanans for a while, so do you mind going home alone?
Would you rather I waited outside? We could go for coffee afterwards.
That's fine, really.
Excuse me, Craig. Asa asked me to help with the good nights. Oh, well, pardon me for lingering. I was just worried about Cassie. I'll get her home safely. Well, all right, then. I've got some work to do tonight anyway, so I'll call you soon.
Okay, thanks. Thanks for being so concerned.
Good night, Cassie.
Where have you been?
Calling the airlines. I booked myself on the first available flight to Vienna.
When does it leave?
Tomorrow afternoon.
Oh, good. I'm going with you.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. She's my closest friend. After everything she's done for me, you can't expect me to stand around here and do nothing for her.
I'll call you as soon as I've made contact.
No, she specifically asked for my help.
It's too damn dangerous.
That doesn't matter. Look, I love you and I love Jenny, and there's no way I'm going to let you handle it without me anyway.
I'm sorry, sweetheart, but you are staying home.
Guten Abend, gnädige Frau. Abendessen?
Nein, einen Kaffee, danke.
Aha, you are American.
Yes, I'm here vacationing.
Oh, a wonderful choice. Vienna in the spring. This table will be all right for you?
Could I sit here? I can see out the window better.
Oh, sehr gut.
Okay. Excuse me, is that the only entrance to the soccer hotel over there?
Aside from the service entrance. You are waiting for someone to arrive?
No, just curious. It's a lovely building.
Yeah, all of the wealthy Americans stay there. Perhaps you would care for some strudel with the cafe, yeah?
No, nothing.
Sehr gut.
Deodorizers for a clean, fresh scent.
Try Whitecap, the cleaner.
Living the Good Life in Delaware Valley, 11 p.m. Tuesday.
Come on, Clover. I'm not going to shortchange Becky Lee Abbott.
I know, but it's part of my job to count. You'll be glad to know it's all here. And here's your receipt. It's been a pleasure doing business with you, Theo.
Mm-hmm. You know, Clover, you ought to think about opening up your own agency, because you drive a hard bargain, lady.
Well, I'm just looking after the interest of my client.
Yeah. You sure she always does business this way?
Hey, I know it's a little unorthodox, okay? But she is a big star, and
Yeah?
you don't ask questions.
Okay, I know. And it does keep it off the books.
You got what you want.
So do you. 10% of that is $1,000 for you, lady.
I earned every red cent. Speaking of which, here comes the man I want to celebrate with.
Looks like you've got company, Clover.
Yeah, well, I think I'll just have to get his attention with a nice bottle of champagne. Now don't you go embarrassing Becky.
I'm not going to spoil a beautiful evening like this.
Wait a minute, do you remember that time when we were in New York in that fancy restaurant and that rich-looking lady dropped her purse and all of the restaurant's flatware?
Flatware came Oh, and do you remember when we rented those horses and that ride that we took early that morning in Central Park?
That was so beautiful.
Yeah, speaking of memories, Becky, I think there's some right over there.
Oh, my goodness, Rafe and Delilah.
Oh, God, I know you just love to go and talk to them.
Well, why don't we call them over?
Oh, yeah. Well, actually, Richard, I've got this terrible headache. And, I was going to ask you if you might take me home.
Well, sure I will. I just thought that you were having a good time.
Oh, I am. I'm having a wonderful time. I am, and I'm very happy to see Becky, but you understand, don't you, Becky?
Oh, sure. I hope you feel better tonight.
Oh, I'm sure I will, as soon as I'm away from all the noise and commotion.
Well, it really has been wonderful seeing you, Richard.
It's funny how well we got along just now. Quite a change.
Yeah, I think they call it something like older and wiser. Hope we can do it again before our eyes take off.
Me too. Good night.
Well, Becky, I really wish we could stay for the second set, but,
Oh, yes, I understand. Good night.
Bye-bye.
Good night.
No, Jenny's been almost like a sister to me.
And we're not abandoning her. Honey, whatever the problem is, I'm better off handling it alone.
And what if you get in trouble, then what?
I'll be fine. Now, my mind is made up.
So is mine. You know, you're right. I have been through a lot, and so have you. And the only reason that we have survived it all is because we stuck it out together.
This is different.
No, it is not. We are a team, and that's the way it's always going to be. And besides, I love you much too much to let you go and do this alone. If anything happened to you, I would never forgive myself.
Nothing is going to happen
Forget
to
it,
me.
Clint. Forget it. If you don't book me on the flight with you, I will simply be on the next plane, all by myself.
Damn it, Vicky. You'd do that, too, wouldn't you?
You're right, I would. One way or another, I'm going to be at that hotel, and you can shout and stamp your feet all you want. My mind is made up.
Cassie just told me about the soccer hotel. That is the same place that Brad's staying.
I wonder if we can risk leaving a message.
You two keep your feet planted in Landview. Let Brad handle the whole damn thing.
No way, Asa. Jenny is counting on us.
Brad is a smart boy. He can figure out what to do.
Pa, Jenny is expecting us, not Brad. Besides, if we did leave a message, an enemy agent could pick it up just like that.
Damn, I mean, haven't you two seen enough trouble?
Asa, please, don't argue with us, all right? Clint and I have just been over all of this. Believe me, this is the only way.
What? What is
I need you to do a very big favor for me. You have to say yes.
You're absolutely certain that the call came from Jenny?
Yes. She was calling from Vienna.
How did the others react?
Well, the guests were confused, but Jenny's closest friends were in a panic.
Oh, they can't have found out much.
Apparently all they know is that Jenny needs help. They're holding a meeting right now to decide their next step.
Find out what you can, will you?
They're too tight-lipped now, Dirk. It's time for more definitive action.
What do you suggest?
Forget the elaborate plans. Get Rinaldi across the border at once.
But that defeats everything. His farewell concert is critical for our propaganda.
Then move the date forward. We must complete our plans before the Americans catch on to us.
Gladly, if we could be certain of David's complete cooperation.
Now, he'd be less difficult to deal with if he knew we had his precious daughter.
How can you manage that?
It wouldn't be difficult. The others would think she'd gone to Vienna by herself. We'd let David know that we have her, and that her life is even less valuable to us than Jenny's.
An interesting thought. But hold off for the moment, will you? Don't make a move until I say so. Meanwhile, stay as close as you can.
That shouldn't be too hard. I have Cassie's complete confidence.
I realize it's difficult to find out what they're up to, but do what you can. Goodbye.
What if these friends of hers contact Interpol?
Extremely doubtful. They're just playing a guessing game.
But they know she needs help.
But they also know that she could have gone to the authorities herself and that she was too frightened. And that's a good thing. As for that telephone call, how stupid can
How
she be?
so?
Well, now we know she's in Vienna. It's only a matter of time before we pick her up.
I don't really care what happens to Jenny Rinaldi. As long as David doesn't get wind that she's not in our custody.
That's right. In essence, Jenny Rinaldi is completely expendable.
Guten Abend.
Guten Abend.
You wish your check?
I think I'll have a little more coffee.
Too much is no good for your system, but,
Yeah, you're probably right. I was wondering, maybe you could recommend an inexpensive hotel nearby?
you are not staying at the soccer?
No. No, I'm kind of on a tight budget. I was looking for something around $20.
Yeah, well, I could recommend the France list. It's just around the corner. But you are traveling without luggage.
Oh, I left it at the airport. I'm going to get it when I get settled.
Forgive me, but are you sure everything is all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. I did a lot of sightseeing today.
It is none of my...
I really am fine, thank you. I think I should take my check. You've been a big help, and the Franz list.
Yeah, you cannot miss seeing it. The rooms are quite pleasant.
Well, thank you again. You've been very nice.
If you decide you need help, good night.
Good night. I want you to fly me to Vienna. I don't need Ace's jet. I don't care. I'll charter my own plane. I don't care what it costs.
I'm not worried about the money. It's your little head. I'm worried about what's in it.
Well, I'm worried about my father. Do you understand that?
Look, I'm sorry. I just think it's a bad idea.
I
That's all.
can't go by myself. And the Buchanans will not take me. They think I'm a liability.
You know what? They're right. Look, they stand a chance because they look like any other American couple. But the enemy agents know who you are. They probably have a whole profile
I'll take my
on
chances, all right?
you. What, and mess everything up? There is no way I am taking you to Austria.
Fine. Then I'll just find another way to go.
Hey, Cassie. I know you want to help your father. But if you set one foot in Austria, you become a potential kidnap victim. Well, where will your father be then?
What's this?
It ain't club soda. This here is the finest champagne that we have in this establishment, and it's on me.
Oh, what's the occasion?
Well, who needs an occasion? Becky Lee's back in town. I'm feeling great. Just wanted to celebrate with some of my friends.
Who should we drink to?
Well, how about the provider of the bubbly?
Aw, you want to toast me? Okay. How about Becky Lee? I've got the best idea of all. Why don't we toast to Sammy?
To Sammy.
Yeah, to Sammy. All right. Excuse me. Y'all don't mind, do y'all? I would just love to pull up a chair.
Of course not.
Thanks. You know, thinking about Sammy so much. I was meaning to ask you, does she have one of those real big stuffed animals?
Well, that'd take up half her room.
Oh, but see, you know what? I saw just the cutest one at Logan's. It's this big old honey bear, and oh, I just want to buy it for her so much.
Clover, those things cost a fortune.
It makes no never mind. Come on, she's only a baby once. You know how much I love her. You've only met her once or twice, Clover. Well, I always did have a thing with babies. Really? Somehow you never struck me as the maternal type. Well, kids just bring out the best in me.
Becky!
Welcome
back.
Oh, well, hello. It's so good to see you. You look wonderful. Becky! Hi, you look so beautiful. Oh, thank you. So do you. Hey, why don't you pull up a chair?
I sure will. I'd love to.
Sit down. How is Jesse? He's just fine. He's so sorry he couldn't come up, but he sent his best.
Yeah, where's Richard? I saw him leave Ace's party early so he could be here.
Yeah, he caught the first show and had a nice long talk. But then Tina got herself a headache, so he had to take her on home. Anybody please explain to me how Tina has gotten her hooks into Richard Avenue?
Would you like a drink?
What about your headache?
It's gone. It must have just been smoke and the noise.
Nothing to do with the company.
No, I really enjoyed seeing Becky again.
Hey, you can be honest with me, remember?
I am.
Look, I'm sorry if you felt left out, but we had some catching up to do.
Oh, I understand. There we go. Now, no more talk about Becky Lee, all right? I mean, that is all in the past. She was part of your life once, but not anymore. Besides, I'd much rather talk about us.
Aren't you having one?
Well, no, not a whole glass. I'll just have a sip out of yours. Now, what I'd really love is to know what's going on in your mind.
I can't figure you, Tina.
Don't you want me, Richard?
That's not the point.
And what is the point? Richard, you've been getting very close for some time here. And we have been very intimate in every way but one. And we've been leading to this for a long, long time.
No character is as compelling as the real person. 2020 and the people of ABC News bring you true stories. Stories which intimately affect us, touch us all. 2020, the real stories told by the people truly involved, the people living them.
2020, Thursdays, followed by Action News at 11 with Jim Gardner on Channel 6 in the Delaware Valley.
Richard, what is it? Richard, I know you have wanted me from the moment you came back to town. And we could have a wonderful life together.
It's a little early for that, Tina. In fact, I think it's a little early for anything right now.
What do you mean? And I don't see any sense in holding back.
Now, what makes you think that I'm looking for a commitment?
Well, everything that's led up to now. I mean, all the honesty and the sincerity.
You call this sincere? Damn it, Tina. You told me yourself that you used to use sex as a weapon against men. Now, isn't that what you're doing right now?
Oh, and what is so terrible about wanting you?
But why tonight? Why the sudden come on? It's because of Becky, isn't it?
No.
I thought that we had reached a certain level of honesty with each other. An honesty that would grow into a relationship.
I am being honest with you.
Then why didn't you tell me that you felt threatened by Becky? Instead of staging this come on. Now, I would have understood. And I would have told you the truth. I am fond of Becky. Very fond. But that's over. She's married again. And you have nothing in the world to feel jealous about.
Oh, well, that's a laugh. I'm not jealous of her.
Are you just going to keep on lying, even now? Yes, I want you, Tina. You're an attractive, desirable woman. But I expected more.
Well, what? Well, just tell me what I want. I will give you whatever you
want, I'll give you anything.
Just call me when you're ready to give me yourself.
I had a talk with Dirk a little while ago, David. There's not much time left. We're really quite concerned.
About what? I did everything for you but sing your national anthem.
See there? It's your attitude. You were much too hostile during the interview.
He got what he came for.
We barely made it through. You have to be more content. You have to seem more committed to your new homeland. Next time, think of Jenny and happy you're going to be when you're with her.
If I ever see her again.
Oh, but you will, don't you see? That's going to be your reward for a job well done.
I'm not a trained SEAL, damn it! But so help me, I will act like one. Just let me talk to my wife.
Guten Abend. Guten Abend. Wir suchen jemand. Vielleicht können Sie uns helfen. Vielleicht? Wer ist denn das?
Eine Amerikanerin, die Jenny Rinaldi heißt. Sie reist vielleicht als Jenny Vernon?
Dieser Name kenne ich nicht.
Zeig ihm das Foto.
Hübsch, nicht?
It's denounced as Western decadence, now a problem in the East. Tomorrow on ABC's World News This Morning, before Good Morning America.